Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T57 Heavy Tank. It's a Tier 10 American oscillating turret auto reloading. Well, it's not an auto reload, it's an auto loader. And it's located, Tier 10 Heavy Tank, located on the south spawn of Ruinberg Encounter under the command of the BassmanFromHell. Okay, it's got a 120mm gun. Loads 4 shells in the magazine, each of them capable of 400 alpha, and it takes about 24 seconds, 23 seconds, actually he's got it down to just 23 to load a full mag, and that's a lot of damage in a very short period of time. 1600 hit points could be delivered in a few seconds, takes 2 seconds between each shot, and then auto load for another mag. Now, the only real way to take down one of these tanks is actually to aim for those cheeks, which is the weak spot, either that or below a plate. It's got a nicely curved hull, the eggshell hull you normally see on the T110E5. Okay, he's approaching the city centre. This is an experimental tank, by the way, that the Americans didn't actually go ahead and produce, but it is a nice concept. Very much along the lines of the French tanks. Okay, so here he goes. It's about to unload into this guy who's about to die a most horrible death. There you go. Is he going to opt for a reload? Yes, he does. Right thing to do. Try and keep a full mag in at all times. It's not too long to wait. I think the Cramvan gets it loaded quicker. Only takes 17 seconds for the Cramvan, but then Cramvan's got fewer shots, so that's why there's a difference. Okay, well, he's decided he's going to push on this corner, and that's a good idea as well, because it means you can sort of like dominate the enemy, hold the cap away from them, and instead of actually confronting them just on the other corner, he's actually decided to go up north and try and come around on them from the other side. Oh, E75, and he gets one in the tracks, but E75 knows better than to stay there. He's pulled back. He's trying to get another shot on Bassman, but he won't be able to in time. Bassman gets into cover. Okay, E75 is the upgraded version of a Tiger 2, the Entwicklung series tank. It's not going to go at him just yet. I think he's wondering if that ISM round the corner is an IS-3A. Sorry, there he comes. One in, tracks him. 2, 3, one more shot. And he gets a high roll, which takes him out of the game. And that's useful because that took down a dangerous enemy. If he'd engaged the E75, the IS-3 would have been plugging his side full of holes at this point. So he did the right thing to wait. But he's pushing up on that E75 because he's nearly reloaded. And this is where it gets awkward for the E75. Takes a round, goes for the lower plate. One in. Didn't get that one in. And now he's got a bit of a problem. Okay, does need to hit the E75. Going for the cupola, doesn't get it. Bounces around, pulls back. The SU-130PM and the Charioteer together were bad news. He is in reload, so he's having to use the cover to protect himself. And the Charioteer is going to come out and try and get as many rounds in as he can. He bounces one. Okay, he's almost reloaded. Okay, now if the Charioteer comes out, he's going to get spanking. And he's not coming out. The E75 is a bit anxious as well. He's trying to goad Bassman into shooting. He might overextend himself though. If he goes past that corner, Bassman might track him and hold him there and then go to town on him. He's going to try and get the roof. Good idea. One into the cupola. No. Oh, he's bold now, and now you've got him for the next round. Easy. Now he's a one shot. We bounced around in return, and the Lantern C takes him down. That gets rid of him. Now we've got the SU-130PM to our left to deal with. We're almost through the reload. He's just rocking backwards and forwards at this point. The Charioteer could be around the corner to the right. He is, but he doesn't want to poke out. Now the SU-130PM's to our left. There he is. And we bounced one round from him. Didn't fire one back. Can deal with this guy first. The T95 put 4 rounds into his tail and he's gone down. Took round from the SU-130PM, but this time we did respond and we only got hit in the tracks anyway. Now is he going to opt for the reload? He might as well. He has. Good. It's loading heat. Now the reason he's loading heat is he's only got 1 round of AP left. If he went through a full reload and only have 1 round to show for it, he'd be very, very disappointed. He could have loaded the HE, but I think he wants to deal with some of these guys up near the village. These guys. Well, it puts 1 into the AMX-30, who manages to get 1 back. Oh, he tempted there. He was tempted. Now, does he opt for a reload? Probably best not to at this stage. They're going for the Charioteer, and Charioteer's down. Side scraping out. Where's that MX? There he is. Oh, it's the Striv. 1 in. There's the MX. Takes him out of the game. That's his 3rd kill. He could platoon with the Batchat now. Well, the enemy has actually killed our Lantern C and Scorpion G. And we're still trying to protect the cap. SU-101, reload's complete. We've got 5 shells, but 4 in the mag. Take 1 from the SU-130PM and we find 1 back. We didn't get the kill. We've auto-aimed on. That's 1 in. Go for the kill. Yes. So 4 kills now. It might be nice if the guys who are actually languishing near the enemy spawn point were to come and actually join us here, defending the cap area. Oh, here comes the 268. We've only got 1 round and it didn't kill him, but he probably thinks we're loaded and that's why he's pulling back. He thinks we're loaded and now he knows we're not loaded. He's kind of bold and moving forward, but he's about to get a nasty shock when he finds out we have reloaded. Oh, Bassman just didn't have enough hit points left. And without the help of his friends to fend off those enemies, it was just too late for him. He tried to do as much as he could. He was almost reloaded. It was almost going to work. But now his teammates are going to make mincemeat of the enemy because there's only 2 of them left now. The Batchat 25 ton and that Object 268. And then they are off in the distance. Oh, Scorpion G goes down. I hope the guys don't muck it up. They ought to start capping actually as well to force the enemy to come back. It is an encounter battle, so it does take twice as long. The Batchat 25 ton on our team has now got 4 kills as well, so he could actually provide the necessary impetus for those guys to actually make their way towards the cap. And we found the 268 is now located in grid square K2, trying to sneak his way in and attack the ISU 152 and the 257. Guess that Batchat 25 ton on our team just doesn't want to go after the enemy one. Well, the Lorraine on our team, the Lorraine 15551, he should go straight to the cap. There's no reason for him to be sticking around out in the field. Unless he's intending to shotgun one of the enemy. And the Bat Chat on our team is now disengaging. He's trying to get around so he can go down the Central Avenue. What's our Lorraine going to do? Well, he's heading back north. This is not what I expected, and it's not very helpful. Bat Chat's going after the 268. There he is. He's found him, and he gets wiped out. Maybe he was reluctant because he didn't have that much in the way of hit points. But maybe somebody needs to put some pressure on the enemy to cap. You often see this in battles where players are just so reluctant to start capping at higher tiers. They think, oh, we can hunt the enemy down. But they don't hunt the enemy down, and they end up losing the battle because nobody had the foresight to actually get into the cap, put some pressure on the enemy to come out and fight them. Well, doing this will make that 268 come out. 2 in the cap now. The 257 could join them. The annoying thing is that BassmanFromHell was doing so well, and if these guys had actually bothered to help him, he might have been able to defeat the 268 and the Bat Chat without getting killed. Here comes the 268. And the 152 gets hit by the Bat Chat. And now he's got tracked. Dear me. This is a really weak team. The only good player in this team was the Bassman. And we've just lost the 257, which means now the enemy has got the advantage. And it's going to be only a matter of seconds now before the Object 268 sees and kills the Lorraine. Here he goes. Oh, and the Lorraine gets him. But will the Bat Chat get the Lorraine? He's turning to face, but he's got a longish reload. He's hoping that the Bat Chat 25 time will make the same mistake. And he doesn't. He had that one in the bag, and they let the enemy win because they were chickens. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, this is very disappointing. First class tanker for BassmanFromHell. In the T57 Heavy Tank, he got a fighter badge, he got a duelist, a fire for effect, and he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And his win rate for the game was 10,616. But, well, the rest of his team were absolutely rubbish. And if they'd actually worked as a team, they could have won this very, very easily, very quickly, because they could have put 3 in the cap rather than sending all those guys off hunting for the enemy around the enemy spawn point. They just put the pressure on the enemy will come to them, and then they could deal with him en masse. Well, let's have a look at team score. 6,887 hit points of damage by the Bassman. Yes, he did the load of carrying in that game. I really thought he won it for them until, of course, the Bat Chat and the 268 worked together. And the high score on the enemy teams, the Bat Chat 25 ton with 4998. And their Object 268 managed to get 3,500, so he wasn't a slouch either. Our Jagdtiger did get 3,563 and the Scorpion G 3,358, but they both got wiped out. When it came to kills, it was the Object 268 got Top Gun, And the Batchat 25 ton got 5 kills. Bassman managed to get 4, so did the Batchat 25 ton, but in the end he just wasn't up to it. When it came to base XP, well, that goes down to the Batchat 25 ton with 1,105, 963 to the Object 268, and 794 to the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. And then we see Bassman, he managed to get 731. He fired 26 rounds, got 22 direct hits and 19 penetrations, damage of 6,887 hit points, of which 378 were at more than 300 meters. He received 18 hits from the enemy, only 6 of which were penetrations, 11 non-penetrations, and 1 hit by way of splash damage. He did block damage of 3,290 hit points in total, damage or spotted 3 of the enemy, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 772 hit points of spotting assist or damage assist. On a premium count, he earned 87,635 credits, got 6,570 credits for courageous resistance, so his total 94,205, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 2,957 credits. He received 2 bonds, one for getting the high caliber at tier 10, it's 2 for the high caliber, 1,096 XP, 615 for courageous resistance, took away 1,711 altogether. Yeah, 10k combined damage in terms of block damage and actual damage, but when it came down to it, the rest of your team were absolutely useless. And I think we can see that from some of these scores. Yeah, 0, 0, 0, 0. No damage, no kills. They just got wiped out. These players were not up to anything. Look at this team. Not one of them didn't have any damage at all. Not one. This was a far better team, and Bassman was basically the only really good player on this team, because this guy, although he did get 4 kills, he didn't do much in the way of damage to get them. He just used the fact that the Batchat 25 ton is quite a good tank to do it, so he had an advantage from that. And if he'd actually stayed with Bassman, I think then Bassman would have been able to take down those 2 last enemies easily. So, disappointing game to end on there, but yeah, well done Bassman for holding out as long as you did and doing as much damage as you did. If you enjoyed that replay, well, then you're a sick man, you need treatment. If you enjoyed the replay, give the video a like and do subscribe to our channel, hit that notification button, and thank you for watching.